guys, what's up? It's me, CroffStudios, and I'm here with yet another LEGO minifigure series set review. And I'm here with set 71005, the LEGO Simpsons minifigures. And I know this is kind of late, but I still wanted to get the review out for you guys because I know a lot of you Simpsons fans out there wanted to see this, so I thought I might as well upload it. So let's take a look at it. Here's a look at the packet right here. You can see what it looks like. It is a light bluish color, and you can see the back right there as well. Same color as the Series 2 minifigures. And then right here you can see the LEGO pamphlet that you get in a set, which can fold out, as you can see, just like all the other ones. And on the back it just has this right here, so that is pretty cool. So let's go on to our first minifigure. First up for our minifigures is Homer Simpson, and this is definitely one of my favorite figures in the series. You can see he comes with the very nice arms right there, which are half yellow and half white to show the short sleeve effect, which I don't know why they didn't do before, but you can see his little remote control right there. It's not really much. And then you can see his donut, which is my favorite piece about him. I really like that, and the shirt looks perfect. I really like the head mold right there. No back printing, but it's very simple minifigure, but I really like the design on him, and you can see the little bumps on his head to give him that really cool effect. It basically looks exactly like him, so I have no complaints about him, and I think he's a really good figure. Second up for minifigs is Bart Simpson, and you can see right here he doesn't have any front printing, and you can see his legs have this little thing going around him. You can see it's yellow. It is molded on, and the molded on arms as well. And then you can see his head looks like Bart very well. And then on the back he does have some back printing. It's a little, you could see like the brown stick part doesn't go all the way down because it's supposed to represent how it goes like under his pants, but the strap does go over, but it's a little misprinted. I don't know about you guys, but you can see it's kind of misprinted a little bit and it goes off. It doesn't really go perfectly on, but that's fine. I guess it's still cool that we get that little add-on to him. And then you can see you get a little skateboard with him with the little periwinkle-ish color tires, or not really tires, just like little wheels. And then you get the printed on red type of stripes on there. Third up for minifigures is Marge, and you can see right here she's a very nice minifigure, and she has the little like accessories with her. You can see you get the donut fancy type of piece there, which is very cool, and then you get a little purse type of thing. And you can see her face right there is smiling, and she does have the really huge head. You can't really see it, but you can see the back printing right there is very nice and detailed. And you get this little skirt thing with her too, which is pretty cool. So not really a ton about her, but I think she's a pretty good figure. Up next for minifigures is Lisa, and she's a pretty simple minifigure. You can see you get the little saxophone with her, and then you can see her face and her front torso printing. She does have back printing, and she does come with one of those legs that have the molded on different colors on there, like yellow and red. So pretty simple minifigure, but I really like the design on her. Up next for her minifigures is Maggie, and you can see right here she has a very unique mold on her, which is very cool. And then you get the arms right there, and then the little teddy bear as well. Very cool additional add-on. No back printing or anything like that, but it's a very simple design, but I really like it. And then the teddy bear has a lot of printing on it as well, which looks very cool. Up next for minifigures is Grandpa Simpson. You can see right here he has a very unique head mold right there. And you can see his ears, very cool molded on piece. No back printing or anything on him. And then you can see the very cool newspaper that says "Old Man Yells at Cloud," which is very awesome. I really like that piece that comes with him. Then he has a little bit of torso printing, but he's a very nice design. I really like him. Next up for minifigures is Ned Flanders, which is basically the neighbor, obviously. You can see his very nice, unique mold on him. Very nice. I really like the torso printing as well. And you can see his cup says "I heart soft paws." And then he does come with a very nice construction toolbox that says "Property of Ned Flanders" on it. Can't really see it on there. Just move it up to the front really quick. Let's get that to the front and spin it back around so you can actually see it. And it says "Property of Ned Flanders." You can see it right there. And then he does have the little smiley face, nothing really much to him. And then he doesn't have any back printing. Up next for minifigures is Krusty the Clown right here, and you can see I really like this minifigure. He has the lime green pants and the very nice torso printing on there. Then you can see he does come with a pie, and I really like his head right there. It's a very huge mold. You can see right there. So really nicely done minifig, as you can see. The head mold is really awesome. I really like it. And then he does come with the white gloves. So very nice added in minifigure to this series. Up next for minifigures is Milhouse. You can see right here. He doesn't have any torso printing, but he does come with those red legs, which we do also see with Lisa. And you can see his face right there. Has blue hair and the red glasses. And then right there you can see it says Biclops on it. And it's very cool. I really like that piece you get with him. And then no back printing, so very simple minifigure. It's kind of hard to feel for. And then you can see the back of the glasses aren't like completely colored in, which is really weird in my opinion. I don't like that. You can see the back of them aren't completely red, which doesn't really make sense. I don't know why they just didn't do it fully, but I guess it would have been kind of hard. So let's go on to our next minifig. Up next for minifigures is Ralph. You can see right here. You can see his torso printing is very nice. I really like the color of the short legs they gave him. And you can see his head right there is kind of a flat head. And then you can see it says, I choose you. Happy Valentine's. Very cool little piece right there that you get with him. And then when you can turn him around, no back printing or anything. Then you can see the top of his head has a very cool look to it with the hair, which is very cool. All these Simpsons figures look exactly like they do in their places in the show. So very nice minifigure right here, as you can see. Up next for minifigures is Apu, and on the packaging it kind of looks like his hair is blackish color, which I thought it was at first, which was kind of weird and not really accurate. But then when you actually get the packet or the actual minifig, you can see right here, very nice looking. I really like the figure. I really like the torso and the little chest hair little add-on right there. You can see the little squishy cup you get right there, same as the coffee cup that comes in the Lego Movie minifigure, except it's a different color and it has a different little thing on it. And then you can see no back printing or anything. A lot of these minifigures don't have back printing, which is kind of dumb, but they don't really need it, I guess. So, yeah, he's a pretty cool figure. I think they did a good job on him. Up next for minifigures is Nelson, and he does come with a baseball bat in this picture. But, I mean, he's not really short in the show. I mean, they could have given him taller legs, I guess, but it's fine. You can see his arms right there. It does look a lot like him, and he's a lot bigger, too, but they would have had to make a new whole mold and stuff like that. And you can see his baseball bat is a different color right there than the regular bats, which is like a little orange. This one's a little more orange. And then you can see the head right there is a really hard plastic. You can see it's a little different than some of the other ones, which is kind of weird. I found there to be like 3 or 4 different plastics used just for the heads on these guys, so I thought that was kind of cool. So, pretty nice minifigure. Up next for minifigures is Itchy right here, and you can see his head is rubbery plastic. Not really gonna say that's bad, since it is kind of an odd mold, so they couldn't have really made it hard plastic, otherwise kids might have broke it. And you can see the sleeves right there get orange and a light bluish color, which is very cool right there. And then no back printing or anything, so a very simple minifigure, but I really like the accessory and the head mold on there. Up next is one of my favorites of the series, which is Scratchy. I really like this figure right here. You can see his head mold right there. Is very cool. It's like a rubbery plastic. It's kind of like Itchy's. And then you can see his axe right there is very cool. And then he does come with like this little tail mold that goes on the back. And you can see it looks like it's actually hooked on there, which is really cool. And then turning it back around, you can see his torso right there. You could maybe color that and turn it into like maybe a Sonic the Hedgehog torso, I thought maybe. But other people might just want to keep it for Scratchy, obviously. But you can see the little silver end on the axe looks very cool. So I really like this minifig. Up next is Chief Wiggum, and he does come with 2 accessories, and he does have a lot of printing on him, which is one of my favorite parts about him. You can see right here his hat is like a hard plastic, and it was kind of hard to find him too, going through the minifig packets. Took us a really long time just to find him. You can see his leg printing right there is very cool. He does have the printing on the little belt area. Then very nice torso printing, and then he does get printing on his arms on both sides. No back printing, but other than that, it's very cool. You can see the little orange add-on to that gray piece used as an old Star Wars blaster, or kind of like a megaphone right there. And then you can see he does get the gray baton, which looks very cool. Another one of my favorite of the series is Mr. Burns right here, and you can see he does get his awesome walking stick right there. And you could see his fish right there is very cool. I really like that piece, which is actually just a clear, transparent head. And you can see his torso printing is very nice, and his head is kind of like a rubbery-ish, hard plastic combined. No back printing, but it looks a lot like him. One of my favorite minifigures of the series. It looks really cool. You can see all the printing, or not the printing, just how good that looks. You can see all the nice little details they added on the head. So I think they did a very nice job on this minifig. Alright guys, now on to the ending of the video. I don't really have a rating for these minifigs. I don't really know much about them. I don't really know much about the Simpsons, so I'm not really going to give it a rating. Based on, just molds and stuff, I'll probably give it, an 8. But, I don't really know much about them, so I'm not really going to give anything serious of a rating. So, that is basically it for this review. I hope you've enjoyed these up close of the minifigures, so make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe.